see if everything catches up. Just waiting for everything to sort itself out. I think it should be okay. Hopefully. Did I just tell it to do 10 or 100? That's, oh man. Oh, it's gonna be one of those days, I think. Alright, so. Okay, I did tell it to do 100. Cool. Let's go pick up the corpses. We have to go pick up our lunch meat delivery here. Unless Bob's got it already. Did you already get it, Bob? Nope. Just outside Bob's range, apparently. Which is fun. You know, I gotta do something, right? Can't have Bob do all of the work for us. Let's get in here. See what we've got going on while we're waiting for Bob to do a little bit of welding for us. We'll catch up with what's going on. I basically have only been getting stuff situated. We did do a little bit of work on the ship. Mostly it was just placing some additional thrusters for the maneuvering systems. Do I have any more out there? Don't see any. Supposed to leave one over here somewhere. There's one there. Alright. I have to say, this whole starting the day off and getting 2 wolf spawns is good, because I mean it's definitely providing us with the meat that we need for long term. But it is a little disconcerting, because I mean it's fairly consistent. It's like when you come in, if you get a wolf spawn immediately, it seems like you get a second like follow-up spawn pretty quickly as well. So yes, Bob already got that one, so I'm going to assume Bob got the rest of the meat. Go ahead and drop this off. And the fact that we have 800 meat is just crazy. Yeah, so Bob's been picking up a bunch of meat. Okay, so let's grab that. We'll throw that in here. Not too bad, right? Okay. So what I'm going to need to do is, before we take the big ship out to do anything long term, I want to get the farms going so that they're producing a lot of stuff. Basically, we need to get a bunch of biomaterial, which is going to entail doing one of two things. I actually have an algae mod that one of the folks in the community pointed out, and so I'll probably be adding that in. But what we need to do for the immediate future is we'll probably go over and just surface mine basically all the stuff over here to pull out as much organic as possible, and then that will keep us going for a little bit. But I definitely want to get the algae system up and running. Once we have that running, what we'll be able to do is hopefully automate food production. So while we're out and about, the food production can continue on its own, and then when we come back, we'll have a bunch of supplies to make more food. Sorry about that. Robocaller. Gotta love those things, right? Anyway, so let's talk about the ship. Alright, so as you can tell, we have done a little bit of upgrade. What we've done is gone ahead and put in more of the hydrogen thrusters to give us lateral, and vertical, and horizontal controls. I'm still thinking about putting a couple of small thrusters here on the back end of these supply lines, simply because of the fact that it means we can turn the large thrusters off once we're out of a gravity well. Just makes it a little bit more economical to operate the ship long term. So we'll see how that all works. One of the other things that we've done is I've been playing around with the framework blocks, and as you can see, I think I've settled on something that I kind of like. You know what? I don't know. I don't think I like that. I think I'm going to try your half block. So can we then use the half block tip. Will that work better? Oh, yeah, I think that works much better. Okay. And so, barring any major complications, we should basically be ready to take off today. I think. Still need to put a gyro on it. So we have atmospheric lift thrusters. We've got hydrogen thrusters for basically every direction that we need. We've done a little bit of sculpting on the ship. We've put a little walkway overhead on it, mainly because of the fact that I wanted something that would allow us to have, you know, some form of protection when we're going from side to side on the ship. Mainly because of the fact that we don't have a gravity generator on the ship right now. We do still need to put some lights in here. Thank you. Which I'm thinking may just do over the door light. And yeah, probably just do an over the door light in here. And because of the corner, just putting a corner light in should give us enough light in there to deal with pretty much everything that we really need. And then in here, I'll probably put a light. Actually, yeah, I can put a light right here on the roof. Put one there, and then probably a corner light back here over the window. What I had originally been thinking was to put a corner light here and here, which I may still do, actually. I kind of like that idea a little bit better, I think. And then back here we can put a light in the ceiling. All right. The only other thing we need to do is make sure everything is piped in, and I need to put a connector on this thing, and then landing gear, obviously. So part of the idea with the framework that we've put back here, this caging, is that it's something that if we need to extend the ship afterwards, we can actually carry that through, and it keeps the entire superstructure tied together, so we don't have to worry quite so much about losing things if we start making modifications. And then if we continue this back and we actually have more things back here, because one of the things I'm thinking I may put on here eventually is an area for the farming. And so what I'm thinking is that we'll have our supply line come back, and then this window can come out, and we'll put a doorway in there that'll lead into the hallway that brings you back into the farming area. Kind of like what we did over here with the farm on the base for the farming out location. But for now, we just want to get this thing working. And what that'll do is having the farming stuff will allow us to basically not have to come back. Makes this a true working station with full habitation. Now see, I'm kind of torn, because what I'm almost thinking is put regular walkways in here. Actually, I guess we could still do that. Unfortunately, that surface is not airtight. Huge thrusters, yes. Yes, they are. Yeah, I know, right? Those things are all over the place, but that was why I had to go back and do the recount on them, just because it was just, it's crazy amounts of space on those. I mean, look at this. This thing is big enough. Did they change it? You used to be able to walk in there. But I mean, look at the size of the thruster. I mean, those things are crazy huge. So anything that I can do to not have to use them as much as I am. I mean, even the small thrusters on the large grid are now the size of my character model. I mean, look at that. That is just crazy. So, but yeah. Oh, and welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a great day so far, Payne. Alright. So, I think that's pretty much all of it. The only thing I really need still is the superconductors, I believe. Let's see here. Yeah, superconductors. I need 1,000 superconductors there, and we had looted some from one of the ships, I think. So we had most of the superconductors that we needed for one jump drive. But I'm thinking we'll pick up some superconductors and see if we can get at least one jump drive up and running. If we find a base that's actually selling them, we'll see how many that we can buy. But the overall design of the ship, I think, turned out pretty nicely. It's just now we need to sort of settle in on like the coloring and how we want this whole thing to look eventually. But yeah, so I think that's everything except the gyro. Now on the front here, what I'm thinking is, yeah, touchdown, so we're not burning any more hydrogen than we need to. So I'm thinking on this portion, what I'm going to do is run the, what are these things called? The frame blocks, the beam blocks. I'm thinking I'm going to run them as skids down the offset center. So it'll run on this line to protect everything. Which means I'm going to need these guys. Let's see, if we go like so, that needs to be a full block there, which is fine. Yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll do those as full blocks. I mean, we could probably get away with doing this as a 2x1. Let's take these, let's take all of these out for a second. Because what I'm thinking of here is, let's bring that back up. We'll do the, let's go half block here. So I'm thinking that it's going to run basically along these types of lines. Right, and then up. And then that's going to carry back further. Basically, and tie into this area here. And then from this side, let's see, if we go like that, that's one block here, right? So if we go maybe something like this. Maybe something like that. That could be something. Alright, and then let's see, for you guys, we want just that to brace, something like this to brace it out. And then just to give a little bit of variation in that texture. Yep, exactly. That gives us a little bit more protection, you know, some minor collision protection just in case. And for this, I'm thinking we're going to slope it in a little bit. That's kind of a harsh slope on that side. Maybe we'll drag this slope out more, where we end up with let's see, yeah. So if we do something like that, we could then bring a U forward to there. Okay, so I need, let's go T-junction maybe. Do T-junction? Let's go like so. Yeah? Or like that. It doesn't really matter. It's going to be the same either way. Okay. So if we do that, then we can do that. And let's see here. Maybe this would be a place to actually use the rounded block. Oh, it's a shame they don't have a half round. See, if they had a half round, that would be awesome. Let's see here. Lock end. Do that, and then how about we do a regular slope? There. To there. Let's see how that looks. It doesn't look too bad. I think I can live with that. And the nice thing is that since we're in greebling, it's like, you don't like it, we can always take it out, right? So if we do that. There we did. See, because originally I was thinking maybe that block. Actually, yeah, I like that better. I think I like that the gradual slope a little bit better. And so we do. Oop, wrong way. There we go. That means you come out. You're going to come off as well. I'm going to. We did the T before. So we'll do that. And you are going to be that one. There. Yeah, so we're going to replace this out with the T block. There. That should give us basically what we're looking for. Circle-free environments. Yeah, circle-free environments are always fun. All right. So I think that gets us basically where we're going. And then we will go with, let's go with, it's going to have to be the half slope. So you're going to have to go that way. You're going to go that way. And I think what we're going to do here is we'll do a little bit of Space Engineers shenanigans. So you come out, you come out. All right, and then that's going to be how do I want to do this? Might have to just go with a full block here. And then we do something like that, maybe. And then you go to the two-part upper. Let's see. I'm not liking the way that this portion joins in. I want that to be more secure, I think. I mean, I guess we could. If we just went with a, what is that? Do the T-junction? goes that way or that way? I think we'll go that way with it, which means we have to flip this one, which is fine. And then, yeah, I think that'll work for now. Hey Zorn, how you doing? No worries. Welcome to the stream. We're all running a little bit behind on this, you know, it's fine. Let's see here. We're stuck in greebling mode right this second. The idea is that we're going to hopefully get this thing to the point where it's ready to go into space today, or at least fly. And you still need to fuel it up. I'm thinking that's looking a little bit better. That's looking a little haggard right there. So maybe. Yeah, to tie this off, maybe do something like that. That way it doesn't look like it was forgotten. And it does add a little bit more protection for the reactors, so that's not a bad choice. And then for here, we're going to put the connector in there, I think. Let's grab that out. How much clearance is that? Oh, that gives perfect clearance. And then that means we can actually go here with the landing gear. I think if we put the landing gear, we'll reverse mount these so that the large pad's towards the back. So if we do that, that looks like it should. Okay, so let's check from the front here really quick. Yep, that'll work. That'll work nicely. That puts the connector at the same level as I should say the surface of the connector at the same level as the surface of the landing gear. Okay. We've got a rather industrial looking ship back here. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. What are you guys still missing? You're missing steel tubes. What are you missing? You're also missing steel tubes. And you're, oh, that's why, because we had some of the large tanks that weren't done. Okay, so everything on that side's welded up. So I just need, oh, what is that? 64, 72, 76. Alright, so if we just need that, let's go in here really quick.
Fuel critical.
Drop this stuff off, we'll grab these really quick. And grab that. Okay, so production, we're just going to tell it to produce another 100 of those. Now for the superconductors, we need gold. So I need 670 gold if I do 1,000 of those, is that right? 670, yeah. So 666. Okay. How much gold do we have? Do we have any gold is the question. I don't think we do. We might. Nope, no gold. Okay. I know we had some silver. Okay, so that gets the, like I said, that gets most of the basic stuff in here. I think for the gyro, what we're gonna do is we've got all that connected through, so let's put the gyro like right here. I'm either going to put the gyro here or the gravity. Oh, you know what we can do? Since that is connected through now on multiple sides. Yep. Okay, so what I think we're going to do, let's put a gyro in. And we'll put our grav unit right here. Let's grab... The spherical gravity unit would be hilarious. But I think that would be a bad idea. Even just for the comedic effect. I think that would be a bad idea. Oh, gyroscope, you are missing a bunch of stuff. So we're going to grab you. And we're going to grab you. Let's check to make sure those are the only thing in our building system. They are. We want the walkway brought back. And you are that walkway. So we had the parts for that, so. Let's go over here. We're going to queue up everything that we need for those. Hey, El Chico, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Good afternoon to you as well. Hope everybody is ready for their holiday break. For those who aren't already on the holiday break. How many steel plates do I have? Okay. I got all the steel plates. Okay. Get these up and running. There you go. Let's see, what color can we do those up? Go black with those, maybe? That could be interesting. I like having the connector be something that's a little bit more visible. Yeah, we'll go with that. It's an industrial ship, so. And then for you guys, since you are hydrogen, let's go. I don't know, go green maybe? We'll do the... It's going to be a hideous color ship, isn't it? So something like that. We'll figure out the rest of it later. Your hydrogen, so you're going to be green. You're going to be green. And I think I have some hydrogen tanks up here too, right? Yep, there they are. The small hydrogen tanks. There you go. And then maybe for the oxygen we'll do blue. Go with the darker blue. That more subdued color. Black and gold just for fun. Yeah, that could be that might be an option there. So I'm thinking I am gonna have to come back and just paint the whole thing, I think. And then we'll just come through and do some detail work on it. But I think that gets us pretty much done with what we've got right now. The only thing we really need still at this point is to bring one of the jump drives online, which we're getting ready to go see if we can do. Actually, let me see, do I have, am I still carrying, I am still carrying credits with me, okay. I need to go drop those in one of the traders. We'll probably head over to the, somebody was selling parts. Or you know what? I think it was that guy who was selling parts. The base that Sims decided did not need to exist any longer. Man, I swear, Sims out ruining my day. What we may need to do is check to see if anybody's got data pads for sale, and if they do, maybe pick up a couple of data pads and see if we can find some waypoints nearby. They're buying just regular stuff and selling ingots. You guys are selling ingots, and everybody else has been destroyed by Sims. Okay. Sims, you gotta love them. Okay, so that's online, that's online. Actually, is the driver done? No, the driver's not done. What are you waiting for? I have a feeling somebody stole some of your parts. Metal grids. You're missing metal grids, and you are missing steel tubes. Alright, so let's make another 10 steel tubes, because obviously something needs them. Alright. We'll make 20 just in case, and then metal grids, we're missing cobalt. Let's make 20 of those as well. I'm not sure if we have the cobalt for that. Oh no, we got the cobalt. Okay, that's fine. So when the gyro is online, basically the ship can be powered on and we can actually get things running. I don't want to turn the ship on yet because I have a feeling that if that gyro is not in place and I turn everything on, that'll be the one time the turrets decide that yes, they need to destroy everything. All right. So let's get in here. We're gonna go hydrogen thrusters. We're gonna grab that as a group. I guess I should actually capitalize that just to be consistent. I don't need to see those in terminal. All right. So we've got all of that, refineries. We don't have our batteries. Interesting. Alright, let's group our batteries up. That way we know. Don't need to see these. And the only reason I did the naming on those slightly different is because when I have this connected to a station, I want to be able to filter that out without having to do grid filters. Alright, so assemblers we're not worried about. Bathrooms, beds we don't want to see in toolbar or terminal. Building control, we'll deal with you in a moment. Connector. Always remember to turn off the connection strength. Yeah, we'll leave that alone. Control seat. We don't want to see in toolbar. Yeah, we don't want to see in toolbar. I do want it in terminal because it's got LCD displays that we're going to be configuring as soon as I put a programmable block on the board, which won't be in the near future, but it will happen. Conveyor air vents. We want these guys. Vents all, and I don't want them in either the toolbar config or terminal, because we're going to handle those a little bit differently. And then hydrogen tanks, inventory yes, toolbar and terminal no. Actually, let's grab all the tanks. The reason I want them in inventory is because I want, let's grab all these guys. We're going to tell them all to auto refill. But the reason I want them in inventory is that way if Bob picks something up and they end up in the inventory, I want to be able to find it. Because Bob will sometimes drop the bottles that he picks up in there. So it's always a good idea to leave those set so you can see them. Okay, so you're going to be thrusters. Don't want you in here or here. I only need the groups. Okay. So we turn those off. Those are already turned off. Turn all of those off. Let's see here. You guys should be we'll call you landing gears. Do the same for you. Gyroscope is still incomplete. I don't need you in terminal. Okay. Also don't need you guys in terminal because we're not doing anything with you. We just want you in inventory. And speed modules, we don't want you to see at all. I very rarely do anything with those specifically. And sliding doors, we actually want a group for. The reason we want these in a group is because I'm going to set up the air vent so that if it detects a depressurization, all of the doors in the ship close automatically. I think I saved that. If not, we did now. Okay. So toolbar, do I want them in terminal? No. Because I think if I really need them, I can go look for them. O2 generator, sliding door. Were you not part of the sliding door group? Really? Huh. Why not? There we go. Okay, I think that's because that one's going to go away. What is our
energy low?
Really? What are you missing? I'm just going to start picking up the damn parts, I think. 6 grids. Alright, so let's see. Industrial assembler. You better be welding you up. Okay. Alright, so I don't know what else is using the grids, but something was, and it decided it really wanted them. Okay, there you go. Let's check. Looks like all of our thrusters are welded up. Everything is okay, and we know our gyros in, our tanks are in. I think at this point then, we should be okay. Let's bring batteries. Batteries are online. Let's bring the reactors online. The 2 generator is now online. Okay. And let's check, because I think I have some uranium in the system already. Come here, you. Okay, so there's only a couple of units of uranium in there. I have none on me, but I should have like 100 and something over here from all the salvage we've been doing. So yeah, there's 180 there. And another 120 there, so 300. So what we're going to do then is drop you off. Now if we check all of our reactors, why are the upper reactors not pulling any material? Okay, so let's check to make sure all of our connections are done right. So you are going into there, which should be into there. Ah, that's why. Okay. I need... Let's go... Actually, do we want to do a pipe? Guess we could do that. Alright. Come on. Let me out the ship. Alright, so you are... Where are you at? You are up there behind that guy. Hopefully everything doesn't fall off when I do this. Everything... that back section fell off. That's not too bad. Oh, that is actually very bad. Because that means all of this is about to fall off. Oh, son of a... Yep. You've got to be kidding me. Alright, Bob. How... Yeah. Yep. All because I wasn't paying attention. See? Oh, well, here's what it is. Oh. Yeah, we'll put some solar panels on there. That's the eventual idea. Basically what I want to do is we're gonna have Bob basically take all of that apart. Actually, I need to go check to see if Bob is set up for that.
Energy low.
Ow. Let's see here. What is your grind color? Three on 3 for grinding. We want you to... where is it? Yep. Gonna be one of those days. Oh, I know the inventory is full. You ever had one of those days? See, I need to remember how we did this. This is one of those times that you kind of want to go back and reload your save. But you know what? We did it. We're going to live with it. We can watch the other side. There you go. Let's go get ourselves charged up. Yep, one of those days. See, we got the whole ship done. Oh man.
Energy low.
Let's go in here. Do I have any water that I have access to? No. Because all the tea is actually over here. Right there. I should have enough room to pick up 2 of these, yes? Oh, guess not. you won't let me drop off in there because you're food only now. Okay. We'll drop that off. Actually, drop off everything. Yep. Been one of those days. So we'll do that. Do that. Here we go. It's fine.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
I mean, it could have been much worse. These could have been, like, there could have been ice in the system, and the whole thing was set up and ready to go, and just, yeah, it would have been, it could have been much, much worse, honestly. Alright. And what's the moral of the lesson today? Always check your physical connections. Oh, hell. Where's my regular conveyor pipe? There we go. I need interior plates for that. Okay. Ah. Hey, sir, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Happy, well, it was today Wednesday. Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah, see, I was kind of worried when I took the support section out on the front here, on that middle piece. I couldn't remember how much stuff I had connected through everything, so I was like, well, this might actually, the whole thing might just kind of, like, collapse on us. Alright, so you're going to come up this way. And what we're going to do this time is we're going to use the actual conveyor junctions at this point, because those will tie the whole thing together. Okay. And then you guys, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, I think. Right, and then we did pipe junctions. Let's go tank. And so we're going to go regular hydrogen tank, turn sideways. And then we did industrial hydrogen tank, where we did ball joint to the top, to the back, and I think we did we do one there? No, we did the reverse here, because we had the hydrogen thruster on the end of that. Alright, and then we did small hydrogen tank. We had that small hydrogen tank on the back, I believe. Let's go. How do I want to do this? Let's go solid plate on the interior. I did actually think about using some round plates. We kind of stayed away from them because we had so much other angular stuff in here. Oh, 4, 4. Mainly just to keep the general style going. Let's see, we want hydrogen tank, industrial hydrogen tank, that way, and flip to that way. And then small hydrogen tank over here. We've got the plates to the side so that you get a little bit of hydrogen detail on there. And I think we were going to do oxygen on the front side. There we go. It gets us mostly back up and running, right? I just have to put the thrusters back on there. So what I want to do is I still want to get the skeletal framework out that come out here and wrap around this stuff. But I was like, oh, you know, we'll deal with that later. We're not going to worry about it right now. And of course, oh man, come here, you out of there. Go. That. Let's get the large thruster in. You go like so, because we actually use these to mount a lot of our maneuvering thrusters. Going to be one there, and there's going to be one there. And this is where we get to find out how much stuff got destroyed when everything fell off the ship. Oh, how... yeah. Well, at least you can say it's always entertaining around this place, right? Okay, so... do that. And we're just doing basically a very simple thruster array on here. There you go. And we're going to tell Bob to go weld before grind, so he's not wasting time looking for stuff. We want you to weld before grind. Thank you. Alright, so he should have all the parts that he needs to get everything up and going again. When it rains, it pours, right? There we go. So, let's give Bob a bit of assistance. We'll start with, you guys. Make sure our build queue is clear. We're going to get that. I'm going to grab that. Actually, I need 2 of those, so I may as well just go ahead and do those here. Come on, Bob. Yeah, I know, I can't withdraw everything, it's fine.
Energy critical.
What am I missing? Oh, the steel tubes. I know we've got them in the system, because I just ground down a whole bunch of stuff. Unless somebody else grabbed it. And I still need to go finish recharging. I probably should do before I do too much more of this. But it is what it is. There's a Regent cargo up there from Sims. Go get the last little bit of this in here. That should be... okay, why am I missing all that stuff? Alright. Grab this last little bit. There we go. We'll go recharge while Bob is finishing up the weld. Oh, continues working on the weld for us. Actually, since we need food, let's go ahead and drop in here. We're gonna grab soup. Okay, I guess we're grabbing a burger. Grab one of those. Which food did that give us? Oh, that actually filled us up. Okay. And so we'll sit here while the guns shoot down the wolves. And we'll watch as Bob keeps welding stuff up for us. Oh, man. Oh. So yeah, what I'm going to do is that where the... if you look at the back section of the new ship where that ring of beams is at, I'm going to have that basically carry over a cage system. We're going to build a cage system off of that that encompasses the two nacelles. And what that will allow us to do is to link the nacelles into the superstructure and carry everything through that way. That way, if we do have to take something out, like one of those pipes for some reason, we don't lose the entire nacelle array. At least that's the idea. We'll see how it actually plays out. That's hey, air power's back to 100%. I am not going to even worry about picking up that lunch meat. Okay, so you, sir, make sure everything is empty. Yes. Got 2 of those. We're going to go ahead and start grabbing those components. And basically, we're just going to help Bob out here. Because Bob works as though he has a tier 1 welder, where we have a tier 3. And honestly, I want to get this thing up and running. So this is where Bob really does come in handy. Because, you know, I don't have to work on just one thing. I can work on something and he can work on something else. Okay, come here you go. It says everything was withdrawn. I guess so. Okay. And so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's swap out our hydrogen bottles. I'm gonna have to pick up some ice too. H2, thank you. Drop those off. Pick up those. Oh, and pick up the components we're supposed to be picking up. Now we picked up enough for 4 of these. Or we've queued up enough for 4 of these. So we'll just keep running back and forth, get this stuff welded up really quick. You know, considering that we have all the components for everything that we ground down, you would think Bob would already be done with this stuff. But I guess not. Okay. Let's grab this. Grab the last few of these. Once this is all done, it becomes a just gathering up the ice that we need. Alright. So I think me and Bob are working at odds here. Okay, Bob, why am I seeing part shortage? Because all of this was welded up. Did we actually lose that many? Did we really lose that many parts? Oh, that's crazy if we did. So we lost a bunch of plates. Wow, we lost a lot of material. Okay. Well, I guess we'll just queue up the last little bits that we need then. Okay, so you're all connected on this side. When the lights are green, I don't have to go in and check the interior connections. Lights are green on this side. Those are all good. Alright, so the only thing that we're missing then is you're all welded up, you're all welded up, you're welded. Okay. All of you are passing through. So I have this one and this one that are still needed. Alright, so we'll let the rest of that go. Means we have to go up and set up our groups again for our thrusters, which is fine. Has to be done. We can actually pull power out of here now while we're here. Alright, so all of our hydrogen thrusters. And these are going to be all, once again. And we're going to do all of that. But what we're going to do here is we're going to come back in here for a second. We're going to go large. And you guys are going to be a separate block for large H2 thrusters. And again, that's going to be all. And then that way I can actually set up a control set specifically just for the large thrusters. Oh, actually. Turn that off. We want thrusters all. Turn those off. That would have been bad to leave those turned on. Okay. Forgot thrusters on. Ah. So I did. Good call. I am missing steel plates. Is that the only one I missed? Okay, yeah. Good eye, good eye. Alright, so let's grab some plates. Go ahead and drop these in. Drop you in there. And then I think I am going to go with you guys like so. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, that would be too close. Just too close too. I think it has to be like 6 blocks. Alright, so that means I need to figure out some place. I mean, I could just... I'm wondering if there's a place that I can route those. I mean, I could have these flip up, and so we end up with 1 that way and then like 2 pushing or something. Alright, well, for now, it works for now. Okay. Alright, and you guys are still missing stuff. Alright, you're not missing anything anymore. But you are still missing stuff. Okay, so let's go back over here, get this thing running for some parts. Hey, Critty, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Go ahead and throw those in. Conveyor on the end. What conveyor on? Oh, you're talking about here? Everything else should be up and running. Ah, you're talking about in here. There you go. Okay. Let's get some lights in this place. And so what we were talking about is something like this. And then back here, quick, stand in front of the porthole so it's not completely dark. Okay. Let's go. Something like that. Okay, you two guys are going to come up to, yeah, we'll do max radius on it. Drop the intensity down a little bit. Interior light, we're going to bring you up to 15 maybe. And we're going to drop you down to 2.5, so it's a little bit brighter back there. There we go. And so we have some light in this place. And then out here, you're not going to get any light because we've got the walkways. Interior, we're going to go corner light, single corner light. We're just going to do these above the doorway because that's the easiest way to do them. There you go. And these are going to be lights. Okay, so you guys are the engineering lights. Don't want to see you guys back here. Ah, crud. Alright. So you're corner light, and interior light. Alright. You know what? Let's do it this way. I'm gonna save that, and then you guys have the hab lights. Save that. Okay. And all of you are going to be the same. That's a little too much light. Let's go 7.5. Do fall off, and then do intensity 2. Okay, and that gets us light throughout the ship. We can actually see what we're doing now. Conveyor on end for thrusters. Oh, you're talking about, like if we put a conveyor up here. Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, what I'm thinking is that because it'll be, basically those will be the deep space maneuvering. I'm thinking that we'll have those on a separate system, and I guess, yeah, we could put the conveyor like here. So we take that out. Let's throw in our conveyor block. You don't want conveyor, don't want pipes. So we'll go conveyor. We'll do conveyor, it's fine. And then from the conveyor, we'll have it go grab the pipes. Let's see, we'll do that. I mean, I could even put another one down here if I wanted to and really be funny with it, but that's okay. So that should be okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 should be safe. Like I said, I think the clearance on those is only 6. Might even be shorter than that. And metal grids. You're missing metal grids. You're not missing anything. So I need like 200 metal grids, which is fine. Alright. Everybody else is all wired up, right? Okay, what are you missing? Metal grids. Sure everybody down here is good. Okay. So we'll just have it crank out 200 metal grids. I think I still have enough materials for production. Come on. And hopefully that'll get us there. Yeah, awesome. All right, so once we get all of that up and running, we have our reactors. I need to check the reactor fuel distribution. I think what we're going to need to do is... Boop, come on. Oh, you won't let me target through there anymore. It used to be able to target through there. That's sad. Okay. Let me do it this way. Nope, not gonna let me cheat. Okay. It's like you're supposed to work with me, game. Alright, let's see here. Okay, so we want to pull all the uranium out. Alright. And so we have one cargo container. Drop all of the uranium in there, and now all the reactors should be pulling equally. Yes, okay, that's good. Now, when I come in here, we're going to check our batteries. I'm going to check to see what our battery charge is looking like. Fully charged. Okay, that's actually good. Means all that uranium that it was eating was a good thing. Come through. Yep, batteries look good. Batteries look good. Reactors are okay. Hydrogen is okay. Bob is still not turned on because we're not connected to anything. We have a ship that should be ready to go. Oh, gravity. Haha, that would be why things are falling so heavy. I want you to be, what was that? 4.9 meters per second. Gives us half a G. Turn that block off, because that thing is ridiculously hungry for power. And we don't need 2 Gs of gravity, or G and a half of gravity while we're on the planet. Not that it actually works like that anymore, but hey, you know. Okay, so I need ice, and a lot of it. What are we gonna do? I don't want to turn that Bob on for ice collection, because if I turn Bob on, he's gonna weld all of this crap up. I don't want it, or he's gonna, well, I guess no, he's not, because he doesn't have access to the supplies. Okay, yeah, that'll work. I don't have to convince myself, right? Let's see here. So we'll turn you on. We're gonna put you on fly mode. Maybe 3 on 3, 100, 100. And I don't know what you're set for. Ignore. What are you trying to weld up anyway? Oh, you're trying to weld those up. Okay. I guess I could just check his queue and see, huh? He is trying to conveyor pipe curve and armor blocks. Okay. And I want you to collect resources. Let's go All the way down. Push components immediately. And sound is going to drop down to 10. Alright, so let's go grab some ice. Because ice is nice. Right. This is where I've been mining a lot of ice out already, as you can tell. Right. And basically I need to get probably about 200k of ice in the new ship. Because I want to get enough ice in there that we can power this thing up and have it hover under its own power. But I basically need the hydrogen thrusters to be online so it doesn't drift, because the only atmospheric thrusters we have are the 4 large for lift. So let's get this all rolling. Hey Howie, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. We're just in our pre-flight checklist stuff, basically making sure all of our... Oh, hello. Watch that first step, it's a doozy. Alright. See if we can get all this queued up. A little bit more. There should be a couple of K of ice, because I think I've got like 5 or 6K on me now. How much did I pick up? It's almost 7K. Not too bad. But we want the bobs to pick up as much ice as they can get. This right here was the reason why I had originally talked about doing a mining vehicle, but I didn't want to build something just for ice collection. But I may end up having to do that. Just so we can get our fuel system up and running. Because once we have the ship running, it won't be an issue. Because we'll actually be able to buy hydrogen from the various traders and such. So let's go see... How much of that did you get? Apparently you got some of it, because hydrogen is running. Okay, so we're going to say... We want all the hydrogen thrusters on and off. Thank you. Alright, how much ice did you guys get into your system? You only got 20k in here. That's not good. Can I get you? Cargo. We'll drop that off. Alright. I guess I could have just done that there too. And how much ice did you guys get? Oh, let's drop all this stuff that we're not needing. There's 5k. Yeah. Okay. And we'll just dump the extra ice in here. So he's processing 30-ish K out. So we'll go ahead and do a little bit more of this. And get the ship up, because I want to get enough hydrogen into the system that we can get the ship under power, because once it's on the ground, I'm not going to worry about it too much. I guess what I could do is set a waypoint and just start mining towards the ship. That would actually be kind of funny. Grab a little bit more of this. I said, I want to get this thing under its own power before we call it for today. Alright, and go up from here. Let's see. If we can get our hydrogen tanks up. Control panel. Go to tank. You're at 0.1%, huh? Yeah, if we can get our hydrogen tanks up to like 0.5% or so, it should be fine. Hydrogen tanks. Oh, actually, our small hydrogen tanks are not doing too bad. Our big hydrogen tanks. Oh, before I forget, I also want to make sure all of our tanks are set to auto refill. Thank you. There we go. And we'll see. Hey Thomas, how you doing? Doing pretty good myself. Hopefully you're having a fantastic week. Do it take a lot of ice to fill this tank? Yes, yes it is. Which is why I'm hoping to be able to get, if I can get enough hydrogen in them to get over to one of the bases that I can buy hydrogen from, we'll be able to fill them up that way. Yes, that is true. If I turn off the bulb over here, only the one on the ship will collect, but the problem is that I want the one on the ship on the base to collect as well, because I'm trying to fill these up. It's like, that's why I'm trying to get just enough on this thing to get it under its own power, because once it is, we can actually have it connect over on the base, which I still haven't built. I probably should work on that. Let's see, it's gonna be there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 blocks. So probably 12 blocks. Alright, let's grab some plates. Grab those. Let's grab those. Any other plates? Nope. Okay. That might be enough. Let's go to drop those off to refill. You've got 10K. Let's grab you out. Alright. Drop that off at 7 more K. That should be enough for us to basically turn everything on, let it hover, and then basically side saddle it a little bit over here. Let's see. How do I want to run this? I mean, I could run a line off there and down into the landing area, but I'm thinking I might want to go this way. Yeah, I'm thinking we're going to go this way with it. Okay, so let's go. Want conveyors? We're actually going to run the pipes again. I'm just really liking these things. Right, and then let's grab a connector. Which means I'm going to need some interior plate. Actually, no, pipes are steel plates, aren't they? No, they are interior plates. Okay. It's a shame they don't make the pipes for small grids. So we said 12, so it's going to be 12 plus whatever we need to get out there. So it's going to be that 12, so 13, 14, 15. Okay. Do that. And let's go 2, 3. How many is that? That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 10, 2, 3, 4. We'll do the turn here. You're going to go that way. And then you. Let's go this way. And then we said 12 from there, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And the connector. All right, and then from here, we are going to say how far out does that need to go? Not too far, actually. And 5, that should be 2, 3, 4. Ooh. Got lots of wolves coming in. Let's make sure the wolves are not getting between us and the hydrogen tanks. Alright. Yeah, okay. That works. Okay, so he's doing all that. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna do a little sneaky. We're gonna do this. Just to give us another connection to the base. And then how many did we do on that? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And a U. Tie in on that side. Basically all we're doing is setting up an area that we'll be able to have the ship set down on. I don't know exactly how large I need this to be. Eventually we will have it set up so that the ship can connect through, but for now it works. How do I put the drills for ice? It depends. What I would do for this is I would probably build a mining hub style station. And so what we would have, let's come out here so Bob doesn't steal the plates when I do this. So what I would do is I would set something that was connected to the base, and then I would have basically the like a conveyor junction here. Put a couple of pistons on it up here, and then top it with a rotor, with an advanced rotor, with a cargo, with a conveyor junction on top of that, and then have an arm that came off of it with the drills that would be on their own pistons. And so what I would do is once the core pieces of it were done, I would extend the pistons all the way up. Bring the arms out probably 7 or 8 blocks worth, and then just put like 2 or 3 pistons in length on each one of those conveyor junctions. And then that way, as I retract the central core, and it rotating it basically digs out a giant column for us. So, but yeah, it just depends. Probably a better way to show it is, what I usually do is I do something like, this is going to be the side profile of it. Maybe not. I only have 3 plates. Let me grab some plates. Oh, man. I can do this with interior plates. That's fine. There we go. Alright, so let's get rid of that for a second. Okay. So basically what I would do is I'd have a tower built up so many blocks. It just depends on how far I want it to go. And then so just to show you. So basically I'd have something set up like that. So that way the area around it would get hollowed out, and then maybe have a cargo pod down here, or if I wanted it tied into the grid, I would have the arm come off, and then over here I would have, say, there should be 7, right? Oh, that's 6. So we come out here. There we go. So what would happen is I would have the conveyors coming along the top. This would be a conveyor junction, or there would be a conveyor junction here at the end on that point. That would be an advanced rotor with another conveyor junction on it, and then conveyor junctions going out this way and that way, or have a piston here with and then have conveyor junctions. So then you'd have a conveyor, you'd have the rotor, pistons, conveyor, and then the drill heads coming out that way. And the reason for doing it that way is that I can then have the conveyor junction or the conveyor line running across the top, and this thing has full range of wherever it's going without having to worry about destroying the conveyor lines, if that makes sense. I build them fairly frequently, so. Hey John, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. But yeah, I do tend to build them fairly regularly. It just depends on what we're doing for the series. And since I'm really trying to avoid doing extensive mining, it's like I'm doing a little bit of mining just to get things up and running, but I don't want mining to be the focus. So I'm not really doing too much with it right now. But it should hopefully help. Alright, so let's go in here. I'll drop all of that off. I am going. Actually, how much iron do I have left? I actually still have some iron left, so that means we can actually go in here and tell it to make some plates. If I really need iron, I can always break down the stuff I have, so. Yeah, so when you're on an ice lake, it's not too bad because you generally get, depending on the lake, like this one at the deepest point, I think it's, I want to say like 15 blocks deep of ice. On a 7x1 drill arm, like, so if you have 7 drill heads in a single line, if it's 15 blocks deep, that's some ridiculous amount of ice. It's something like 18 million units of ice or something like that. I think I've been able to fill up like 4 or 6 large cargo boxes. Large grid, large cargo. before I ran out of ice. Like I think the drill actually got to the point where it was destroying ice because it just had nothing. There was no room for it anywhere in the grid. So, but yeah, you can get quite a bit of ice out of a very small area. Let's see. Are you going to be one of the ones that likes to run away? No, you're just a regular. You're the regular drop ball. Okay. Hey, come on. It's always cool when you can grab them before they hit the ground. There we go. Alright. So at this point, let's see. Let's go back and see how much hydrogen has been processed. It should be through most of the ice that's available. And we'll check this out here. We'll drop off all the supplies we just picked up. We're going to hold on to the plates. Let's grab those before Bob completely eats everything. Alright. Let me go check, see what our hydrogen supply looks like. Here's the easy test for that. Just get into the seat. Hey, we're at 1%. Okay. What's our hydrogen really looking like? Actually, are the engines on? The engines better not be on. Okay. Wouldn't be the first time. So 0.5%. We're actually not doing too bad. How much ice do we have left? And 10k of ice. Okay, we should have enough material to do this then. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab our group for our atmospheric thrusters. Want those to toggle on off. We want our hydrogen thrusters all. Toggle those on off. Alright, so we're going to turn on atmospheric. Turn on the hydrogens. We've got some hydrogens that aren't tied into that grid. But that's okay. Let's see. We want... Let's say... You, and there should be... I think that one. Yep. Okay. There we go. Okay, so all of that's said and done. Now comes the moment of truth. Does it work? And the easy way to do this is to cut this beast right here. So the question is, does it work or does it crash? Any bets? We'll give it a second for the stream to catch up. Ready? Let's see how she goes. And hey, she's floating under her own power. Look at that. And we'll come back and clean that up. All right. Yep, she works. All right, so we can turn those off. Our ship is on the ground safely. Whew. I'm not gonna lie, I was worried about that. I wasn't sure if it was going to or not. The atmospheric thrusters, I think, were definitely enough. But you know, you always get nervous when you're new ship, first time out. But we have a working ship. Okay, we have a large working ship, which means I can actually start transporting stuff over. So if we transport what I want, I think I want, oh, I can't do those there, can I? Wondering if we do these, because these steel catwalks are sealed. It's a shame we can't use, I mean, I guess we could do the ones with the sides. So what I'm thinking is putting windows in on the side here. I guess it doesn't really matter because of the fact that I would have to change most of this around if I wanted to have it actually sealed off. So I guess it's fine the way it is. All right. Okay, so for now, I think it's basically just moving stuff over here. We need to get the food production stuff sorted out. Let's go ahead and grind this down. There we go. And then get everything up and running. The 6 hydrogen bombs you have on board. Yeah, I know, right? Thankfully, I didn't install the exploding hydrogen tanks mod. Yet. That will get installed at some point. That and the explosive jump drives. Explosive jump drives, explosive reactors, and explosive tanks. All tend to end up installed on my playthroughs. So, I think that is going to do it for us today. The rest of it's going to be basically just getting some ice to get this thing fueled up. I want to get it over on the new landing bay, on the new landing pad, which that landing pad looks like it's going to be big enough. So we'll get that all piped in and set up. We want to get the fuel that we're making on the station transferred over, because we're at 7% here, which means that will transfer over because we've got the 6 tanks. Actually, we've got 8 tanks over there. So it'll translate over into about 3% or so of the tanks, fuel tank. But ideally, I'd like to get everything up and running. I may set up a mining rig just to do some ice mining, which probably wouldn't be a bad thing to put on the back of that, because we were trying to figure out what to put on the back of the fuel tanks. Maybe I'll do a mining rig over there. Basically have it come off like 15 blocks or so, and that way I can do 7 or 8 blocks of drill heads on it. That could be a thing. Anyway, future goals. The ship works, that's fine. So, yeah, I think next time when we come back, maybe we'll set up a mining rig for it to get the fuel production just ramped up. So on that note, I'm going to get out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic day. For those who are celebrating, Merry Christmas. For whatever holiday you may be having, may it be safe, happy, and fun-filled with your family and loved ones. And we will see you back here. Friday will probably be a recorded video because I don't think I'm going to be able to take Christmas and do a live stream on, but yeah, we'll probably do a recorded video for Friday. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Hope you all have a happy and safe holiday. Enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll see you back here next time for more Space Engineers. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody.